Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to go over my LPL All-Pro teams for Spring Split 2024. This is 100% based on stats. And we also have to remember that the LPL does not like to release stats. Some key stats I do not have for the LPL that I wish I did are 15-minute splits. I had it for the other three major regions. It's nice to see how players do in the 1v1s, especially in the solo lane and the jungle, as well as solo kills for the solo laners. I think that that's something also to note that is a nice stat to kind of consider and a fun stat to consider in when doing this. Now, without those, that results in a few stats to really utilize. I used KDA, KP, CS per minute, except for the bot lane, damage divided by gold, which is a stat I've been doing myself, as well as champions played, how wide is a champion pool for a player, and I used those five stats for this board. So we're going to start at third team, work our way across in each role. So top lane, third team, Zika for LNG. He was third in KDA amongst top laners at 3.8, as well as third in KP at 60.1. And we're only including like the top, stats there, and I'm not including all five. Wayward from Team We, second team, was second in KP amongst tops at 62.3%, and champions played at 13 out of 38 games. So wide champion pool, very involved. Wayward did have a great split, to say the very least. It looks like he's returned to form at a high level, and when Team We were doing well, Wayward was a big part of that. 369 is first team, and statistically he ends up first team, which is a great thing to see because all along I've felt like 369 has been the best all-around top laner in the world. Well, that's actually not true. I should probably not, take a victory lap. I've always thought of him as the best facilitating top laner and has the capability of playing tanks at a high level, making him, you could argue, the best type of top laner to have. Bin, I've always biased. Bin is my favorite top laner. Whenever I talk about him, I give that disclaimer. 369 in a carry-oriented role with top esports at times. He's been freed, and he's done quite well. So KDA, he was first at 4.7, and first in CS per minute with 9, which is pretty incredible, given the fact that when he was with JDG, I think he may have been last in that stat, at below 8 CS per minute. Hell, it could have been even close to 7.5, which is a lot. 15 CS in 10 minutes. Damage divided by gold, he was second at 1.41. So not only is he getting a lot of gold, but he's dealing a shit ton of damage. It's no shock that he's first team. Now, for the jungle, third team, Krakow from Anyone's Legend. I understand Anyone's Legend did not make the playoffs. They were the only representative on this board that didn't make the playoffs, the two Anyone's Legend members. And Weibo are the team that doesn't have anybody on the board from the playoffs. So Krakow, third in widest champion pool. He played 15 champions in 41 games, and he was fifth in damage divided by gold in the jungle role at 1.06. So 1.06 damage to enemy champions divided by 1 gold. Kanavi, second team for JDG. CS per minute was first with 6. Kill participation, third at 77.7%. Does this mean he is not my best top? Does this mean he drops out of my best jungler in the world, title? Probably not. He's probably still first. We still have MSI to go through before thinking about that. But just because he's second team, that does not erase 3 to 4 years of great play. Milky Way, first team rookie for FPX. That apparently is going to go back to RNG because he is loaned out. That's just a joke in my opinion. So he was first in KP at over 80% of the team's kills. So 4 out of every 5 kills Milky Way had his fingerprints on. Second in KDA at 5.5. Third in CS per minute at 6.5. And damage divided by gold at 1.07. So 4 of the 5 categories, he was top 3 in the region, which is pretty crazy to think about. Third team mid laner, Shanks. He was first in CS with 9.1. First in KP at 76.1. Third in damage divided by gold at 1.72. So really good stats there for Shanks. I know there was an argument in the Discord, Angel versus Shanks today. And in my case, I have Angel above Shanks based on stats. But I think that there's a case for Angel to be even, should be considered even higher than. There's a big diffy here. So Angel, first in KDA at 6.9 and CS, he was tied with Shanks at 9.1. And then second in KP at 74.6 and champion pool with 11 and 34 games. So wide champion pool, doesn't die, involved, and gets farm. But the damage divided by gold stat, he is one of the worst mids. I think he was 15th in the region amongst the 17 starters that I had in the the rankings, if you will. Very inefficient. So he's getting all this gold, but he's not really dealing damage with it. Keep in mind, I am trying to improve that stat with damage taken. But Angel still second team. I mean, not many people probably thought that these two would be up here. And then first team is Rookie. Definitely a candidate for MVP. Looking at this board and thinking about it, Rookie, Elk are two that really stick out to me as MVP candidates based on my interpretation of it. So Rookie was second in KP at 74.6, so tied with Angel. Second in damage divided by gold at 1.84. So the difference between him and Shanks, 0.12 damage. I mean, that's significant. That's quite a diffy. You may not think it is, but it is for second to third place. Like Rookie and, honestly, it escapes me who was first, are on another level. It might be Knight. Champions played third, 11 and 36 games, so wide champion pool as well. And because Angel, like I said, tanked the damage divided by gold stats so much, it all evened out to where Rookie had the slight advantage. And in my opinion, like I said, MVP candidate, because depending on how you view MVP, it could be best player on the best team, so you're thinking about Elk, or you think about the most important player to the best team or most important player to their team in general, where I believe it is most important player to a team in general. So it'd be Rookie. Rookie is the difference maker for NIP 110% of the time. So there's that. Bot lane, third team, Elk. He's first in damage divided by gold at 1.69. He had 800 DPM in the bot lane. I don't think his damage divided by gold is the best in all four major regions. Supa might have a better one, and Exakick even, in the LEC video I did yesterday. KDA, he was third at 5.7 amongst 80 carries. Duck Dom, second team, had a gigantic champion pool, one of the biggest in the world, no matter what role. 17 champions in 40 games for an 80 carry. That's pretty crazy, especially when you take into account that 80 carries usually are more comfortable on their champions, if you will. They don't really branch out all that much, but Duck Dom and even Life certainly did. Second in KP at 73.8, so very involved. First team bot laner, this is the surprise. This is the willer of this video. If you haven't watched the LCK video, you will kind of understand, but go back and watch it, you'll understand. On is first team bot laner. So KP most involved, nearly 80%, so 4 out of every 5 kills. Third in damage divided by gold at 1.59. So also think about this. When I was talking about Rookie and Shanks, 0.12 damage divided by gold between second and third. Between first and third in bot lane, it's 0.1. So honestly, Elk and On are closer in damage divided by gold, and whoever's between them, than Rookie and Shanks. And then fifth in champions played, 12 champions in 36 games for On, so wide champion pool. Third team support, Life, another Korean import. We have 3 Korean imports from the LCK on this board. I think that's not a surprise, really. Oftentimes we see Korean players go to the LPL and do quite well, even if it didn't go as smooth as they would have liked in the LCK. Of course, in the case of Duck, Dom, and Life, they did have long, they certainly had solid LCK careers, went to Worlds and things like that. So Life, first in damage divided by gold among supports at 1.06, and second in champion pool, 16 and 40 games. Second team, Wink, led in KP at 80%, just like his bot lane duo. And damage divided by gold was third at 0.8. So big difference there between Life and Wink. Life getting to play Rumble more than once, more than twice. Hell, it may have been one of his most played, given how wide of a champion pool he had. First team support is Mako. He had second best KDA at 5.2, third best champion pool at 14 champs in 37 games, and fifth in damage divided by gold at 0.79. So, like I said, in my opinion, Rookie is probably MVP when you really think about it and you look at this board. Remember, this is 100% based on those handful of stats that I can use for the LPL. If I had more, I would. Hell, this board's probably different to some degree because of the laning stats and solo kills, but we don't have them. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.